Welcome to the Witching Hour, a midnight broadcast from deep in the swamp on the outskirts of town. This episode is sponsored by Bob DeWinkle's used broomstick lot. Every broomstick in Bob's inventory has been lovingly restored and refurbished and test flown by our certified crones. Come to DeWinkle's. We put the vroom in broom. This episode is also sponsored by Dan Dingle's Broomstick Modification Suite. Does your refurbished broom still have a few DeWinkles? Come on down to Dingle's. We'll get the job done right. Breaking news bulletin. Young children are experiencing an outbreak of wanderlust and a call to adventure. These young folks disappear for anywhere between 4 hours and 15 years, depending on whether they are participating in a one-shot adventure or a full-fledged campaign. Though they later return to their families, authorities have described that each of the victims return home with treasure, character development, and the ability to cleave a man in twain with an uncooked spaghetti noodle. Another scam is sweeping the community here in Howler's Holler. When you enter a tent or hut for a tarot reading, make sure to check the signage. Let's hear from Placebo Jennings, who experienced this scam firsthand.
I've had a bit of an existential crisis recently, ever since I discovered I might be part automobile. All the signs were there, now that I think about it. I carry a Stanley Cup full of gasoline everywhere I go. I suffer a severe crash without it. I have rearview mirrors for ears, and high beams for eyes. But I never saw that as particularly unusual. Everyone in my family has mirrors and high beams. Anyway, I went to my usual tarot reader in the dumpster pocket dimension behind the prick's thumb tattoo parlor. I paid her up front. She dealt the cards. Every single one depicted a parrot. I stared in disbelief. When I looked up, she disappeared with a fluttering of colorful wings and a squawk about all readings being non-refundable. I had been parroted. Sure enough, when I checked the signage, it was there, plain as day. You might not know this, but the word parrot and tarot are spelled quite similarly. It's confusing. And sneaky. What?
That tale certainly chills my gills. Here are some warning signs you might be dealing with a tarot parrot scam. If your reader has talons, her lair is covered in bird shit, and she only speaks to repeat what you yourself have said, you might be dealing with a parrot.
Bob DeWinkle here from Bob DeWinkle's used broomstick lot. Does your broomstick stall out mid-flight? Do you find that no matter what you do, that twig between your legs points unwaveringly moonward? Looking for an affordable gift for your second favorite daughter? Come to DeWinkle's and buy one of the finest pre-flown broomsticks this side of the haunted radioactive mine shaft. No broom? No problem. Ask about our rent-to-broom program. Bad credit? We don't care. We take frog spawn, teeth, and the occasional soul if it's been properly washed. Come to DeWinkle's. We put the vroom in broom.
Come on in to Dan Dingle's Broomstick Modification Suite and get the best add-ons and amenities for your sorry excuse for a broomstick. Modifications include footrests, cup holders, rear view mirrors, cruise control, windshield, storage compartments for all your components, lightning rod, weather vane, reclining seats with state-of-the-art butt warming and cooling technology, anti-theft bear trap mechanism, all enclosed in an impact-resistant chassis in the color of your choice. Come to Dan's and test drive a souped-up broomstick today.
Micah Pica, the proprietor of the Pica Diner, has been accused of serving bad ham to his customers. Here are a few testimonials.
Something dark and dangerous entered me when I ate that ham.
The ham was leaking a suspicious tar-like substance, but I thought nothing of it at the time. How was I supposed to know breakfast was possessed by the tormented souls of hogs slain in anger?
Micah Pica ought to be fired. Out of a cannon. Into the swamp.
Not everyone had negative experiences.
I spent the entire day rooting around for truffles. I found a fair amount and sold them for a pretty penny. It was a lucrative day, all things considered. I might go back to the diner for breakfast tomorrow. Give me the shits, though. Worth it.
This just in via the Mycelia network. A house on chicken feet has crushed a local business. Let's hear from the victim. Good midnight, Bob.
Good midnight. Bob the Winkle here.
Tell us about what happened, Bob.
Well, I was in my workshop rejiggering the thing gummy on a gently used 1943 chrome pretension, for which I am currently entertaining offers, when a massive shape stalked into view. I watched helplessly as a house on chicken legs advanced upon my showroom and trampled it into kindling. My test-driving crones fled the place in droves, screaming in horror and in some cases cackling with uncomprehendable eldritch madness.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that this tragedy has struck your place of business, Bob. All I can say is my shack in the swamp on the outskirts of town would never do such a thing.
I reckon I know who's responsible.
Who?
Come to Dan Dingle's and purchase your starter broom today. Bad credit? No problem. We accept used augury entrails, cherished childhood memories, and even the filthiest of souls. Add-ons include a fireplace, mailbox, and a wraparound porch.
Who, Bob?
That son of a witch.
That hardly narrows it down, Bob. Bob.
Attic space for your haunted and unsightly heirlooms, hardwood floors, crown molding, a spacious walk-in pantry, greenhouse, master bathroom with jacuzzi, balcony for stargazing and dancing naked beneath the light of the moon, a ceiling fan upon which to dangle your enemies by their thumbs, a cauldron large enough to nap in, and a covered well in the basement that leads to a pocket dimension of your choosing.
Bob, I wish you luck in rebuilding your obliterated business. Thank you for being on the show. The Parliament of Owls is back in session. The business of ferrets is none of yours. The murder of crows is a great offense and will be avenged by the unkindness of ravens. The Witching Hour was written and edited by Hannah Kubiak and featured the vocal talents of Justin Gramling, Patrick Weisfeldt, and Joey Authement. The theme music was Lullaby by Kim Lightyear.